Hello and welcome to Experiment Lab. I'm JK. This is your daily show with JK with me, and I'm joined by Amar as well. Amar, happy Friday. How are you doing?
Hi, JK. Good morning. Yeah, doing well. You just played new intro a little bit. What's the matter?
Yes, that's a quick intro. That's kind of, we are on a blast, right? Going into the third month, almost 10 weeks. So and just got up with a new quick promo for what that experimental lab is all about. And also, since it is a monetized channel, we have to be very careful on what we are talking and what we are publishing, what we are sharing, all those things. Because every time like we monetize a channel, there is a whole list of guidelines. I would say like the more you grow, the more trouble it comes with. So we have to follow those things. And also we have to look into certain things that will help us out, like to really do what we need to do.
Yeah, we have a good news that for PNC Bank, they scheduled the final round interview next week, first day of week on Monday. So maybe we will get the job if our teammate will do good. I believe he did well. That's why they again scheduled the final round interview. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. So again, right. So what we are going to share today is what is important. And I was going to share about the other profiles our teammates were doing, and we can even talk about it, like have some fun with our team, like tomorrow in our talk show or in our Stop Now channel as well. So for Nate, again, with his consent, like we have worked on with our team, like to get this result. A couple of interviews has been scheduled for next week. That is also there, right? So I'm just sharing that information here, that people know that like what we are doing and how we are doing with all the other things.
Right.
And hopefully we will be getting more calls, right?
Hi, Nate. I got your resume for the role of project manager in location New Jersey. Kindly give me a call back. My number is 470-607-4544. I repeat.
Okay, So let's give a call to her and ask her.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Yes, you're trying to
Hi,
reach me.
good morning. Hello, Ankush, can you hear me?
Sorry, your audio is not
Hello?
clear. Can you repeat it?
Can you hear me now? Is it better?
Yes. Your name?
Okay. So are you currently working with Pfizer?
Mhm. Sorry.
Okay, so this may I know like which company you're currently working?
And who is the client this is about?
This is with through implementation partner Apexon, and the end customer is Pfizer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Have
So
you
you're
sent
currently working with them, right?
have you sent an email? No, I'm not currently working with them.
Oh, because according to the resume that I have from back from 2021, you've been working with Pfizer. That's why.
Probably you are talking to somebody else. I think you got a wrong number.
This is Anand and Kush, right?
Oh no, that's wrong. Sorry. Oh, no. That's funny. Like I have no clue, right? How did they ended up like in our voicemail saying that like Anand Kush? That's a different person altogether. Yeah, that happens, right? It always happens.
Yeah,
Right.
Jakir, I want to know from you that what is EAD copy? One of the recruiter, he asked me to provide EAD copy. So what is that?
EAD is like employment authorization document.
Oh,
So that is provided to different kind of uh, um, how do I say, like not a visa holder. It's like people who come on yeah, you can say, right, who come on a student visa, right? So they get those kind of employment authorization document, like for working after they graduate, like they get a stipulated number of year, right, or 1 year or 2 years based on their graduation. Like if it is in the STEM field, if it is like in technology, engineering, and the medical field, like they will science and medicines are like that's how like the country developed, right? So with research and all the other things, they wanted more talented people to come in. They provide them the opportunity to work for a couple of years. So that is where like they issue this EAD. And another option I heard is like for people who come on a student visa can also work as an internship, like on CPT, they call it as. That's why if you notice it, like the recruiters will say like no H1B, OPT, or CPT candidates, right? So that is like optional practical training. Uh, so whoever has that, like they will get a employment authorization document. And even for other categories, right? For victims, we are talking about human trafficking victims. For them also to investigate their cases and to provide them with proper visa, it will take time. So for them also, they provide employment authorization document. And even people who are on dependent visa nowadays, right? So H4 candidates are dependents, right? Spouses of H1B candidates, they can also apply for the EAD card and they will also get that employment authorization document. And even asylees or refugees, a whole lot of different categories of people can get this employment authorization because they don't have, they have, how do I say, like not a proper legal status, but still it's not like illegals can get that, but people who are in trouble or who need support till they get their permanent residence, or still they get a complete document to become US citizen or permanent resident, they are on the backlog, they are on hold, right? So for them, how do they all survive, right? So they just need some valid identification and also these kind of employment authorization document from the US immigration, and that way like they can use that like to get employment and work and stay in this country.
Understood.
Did I answer your question or did I confuse?
No, I understood it. And so, is it legal to share this EID copy with others, or can I usually share it with someone if anyone asks me to provide it?
Yeah, it is the same procedure, right? Again, it has all your personal detail, and why they call it as employment authorization document is it is only for the employers, right? If I'm going to be your employer, then I can ask you to provide that. I'm giving you a job offer and I'm asking you to verify your legal status or employment authorization, whether you're allowed to work in US. Then I can ask you that document and you can provide that, and you can it can be validated, right? That is where like we have this I-9 process. We already explained that, right? So it is also electronically verifiable nowadays. Previously it used to be a paper one, right? People can fill that out and someone can look at your document and verify, and just like notarizing that document. So only at the point of you working for somebody else, the employers have the right to ask that and verify that. Other than that, like nobody needs that because it has your sensitive data, right? So we went through those things, right, in the bank, PI2 and sensitive data, uh, confidential things, right? It has your address, your unique number, ID number in that, the date of birth, all these things. And anyone can misuse, right? Anyone can not just misuse, again, they can do whatever they want to with that, right? So that is why like it is illegal and it is not safe for anyone to like to have those information. Only protected way in which like it has to be handled. And absolutely right, all these recruiters are violating it without, again, again and again I have to go over this. It's shouting on the rooftop and saying that like it's illegal, don't ask. It's not going to stop them from asking it. The reason is simple. They are based in a different country and they cannot be prosecuted. So that's the loophole in the legal system, right? The law. The companies that is US based companies are employing those people outside and asking them to ask these things. So it is kind of making them to do that, and then like you are benefiting out of it. So whoever has to be held responsible for that and accountable is the US company and their owners, because they very well know that it is illegal and still they allow this to happen. Now, we just have to call it out. That's all I am saying.
Yeah, that's true. But imagine that if we will share those original document, I mean personal details like DL copy, visa copy, or EAT, I mean original, if someone share with others, they can misuse it, I think, right? Because as we are proving it here that without taking everything, we are getting job. So if they will get the original documents, they can also make it and they can do it, and they can get a job with taking everything, just picking their resume, because they have all of original documents, right?
Yes, that's exactly right. So if we can even try that, and again, how far that will be legal, and we might get into trouble if somebody shares their information, and we can also try to show that like how we can easily misuse and um, do illegal things out of it, and we can be an imposter, and on their behalf, like we can get a job and we can work and we can make money. That's what exactly what we are even doing with these fake profiles, right? So just like instead of Nate doing this, like we are doing it for Nate and for Shiva and for Peter.
Mhm.
So for you, right, as Amar, if you do it, though you are faking your resume, but it is you, right? It is you who are the original person. Like
Correct.
if it is Ram, if it is myself, right? I myself as JK, using my own profile, if I fake and get a job and I do it, that's a different thing. You can do it, right? Because though it is morally incorrect and you are not supposed to lie and you can get fired and all those things,
Mhm.
but it doesn't constitute illegality, right? So you are not getting into wrong side of the legal thing, and you're not um, doing bad stuff, right? This becomes, right, it's like somebody stealing your money from the bank, right, from your account. So if they take your identity and misuse and do all that to profit, then it is a serious crime and it becomes a illegal thing.
Yeah, that's true. So most of recruiter we know that still we are getting the same question from them that please share your LinkedIn, DL copy, visa copy. Nowadays they are telling us EAD copy. So most of time they just only believe for only LinkedIn. No need to provide your DL copy or visa copy. Just provide your LinkedIn. They just want it from the candidate side. And if it is correct by name, then they will just confident that this is the real person, and they can submit his or her profile for their client. So do you think that only social media account is enough to verify someone?
Can you repeat that question, the last part?
Yeah, any social media account is enough to verify someone. That was my last point.
No, again, right, I missed that part, right? Your last voice is not clear.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
So only social media account, I mean Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, those account is enough to verify someone that he is the real person, because most of the time the recruiter asking us to provide those links, I mean LinkedIn or Facebook or any other social media account link they are asking us to provide, right?
Yes, to answer that, right, a simple thing. We just created a LinkedIn profile for, I will walk you through, and for the audience as well, everybody knows.
Right, right.
Nowadays, right, LinkedIn has become a little bit tougher. You know that, right?
Mm.
They are asking if they find that suspicious, they block the account and they ask to submit ID to verify, and then like they just uh, block the account completely. But if you don't do it, like if you do it properly, again, right, you can have access to somebody's profile, right? So we just created one for Nate, and you can see like so many people are connected into his network, right? More than 100 people. And people start messaging it. This is not real. This is not original Nate, right? That's what we are trying to say. You can basically fake these things, right? Even IDs, even passports, people do all kind of fake things, right? They can do all kind of fake things, but that is easily tracked. You can punish them, right? Like, for example, the legal authorities, if you make a fake passport, fake ID, and if you get caught, you are going to go to jail.
Right.
That's for sure, right? The law is clear, right? And here in social media, whatever you do, we don't have that kind of stringent laws right now that people who are faking on the social media account will be prosecuted, or police will come after them and they will be put in jail. There is no such thing, right? So anyone can create fake account and fake IDs and do all that they want, and then like they can just disappear, right? They can delete one day. Though the technology provides us like to make changes and help people to track down, and also with IP and all, everything can be traced and locate people. And we watched the scam of scammers, the video, right? The documentary. When we started this experimental lab, we played that the 7 News channel going over to a different country and trying to find the people who are doing this, the scammers, and tracking them. But what is the end goal? You can just track them and they will disappear from those countries, and you have no right in that country's law and jurisdiction, and you cannot prosecute them. So just for other countries, again, I don't want to use that like it's not a wealthy country or poor country. Everybody has the right to look for opportunities and do businesses, develop business models accordingly. That is why like they just have this arrogant attitude of third world countries. Just because of that exploitation, there are so many body shopping companies and call centers and all those things in that all different industries participate in that, and they promote it, and they set it up in a big way, and large number of people are sitting and doing work in office legally, these kind of illegal things, right? Just imagine, right, this whole recruitment industry for these billion-dollar companies like TCS, Infosys, Cognizant, and I'm just picking up few names, right? Few names, top companies that we have come across.
Yeah, you should
But
not filter
it's like
more names.
those companies alone, right? There are hundreds and thousands of companies. All the companies are coming together and they all are doing it. And it has become a legal business now. Like they just justify that like it's an offshore center, and they have big buildings, IT infrastructure, and giving jobs to thousands of people. And what do they all do? Sit in the night, the whole night, and do the same thing, call every candidate and source, gather all these data, and they are doing all these things illegally, right?
Yeah,
Pretty much it is proven now that like everybody is damn on top of doing this illegal thing by collecting the data and asking for evidence and everything. And not just that, right? They are just faking their information as well. Some of them faking their name, saying that like they have been given an alias name for the company, for the work, and they are using the official emails, US address, US phone number, all those things. So everything is justified, right? When big companies are allowed to do, including Google, right? I'm not going to spare Google. Just because Google and YouTube is supporting us like and offering us like, to run this channel for a nonprofit and all those things, they have so much power, but they don't do anything. They don't want to affect the
Right. I'm going to receive a call.
Go for it.
Hello.
Hello, I'm talking to Peter.
Yes, who is?
Peter, I am Susan from Ask Consulting. How are you doing?
Yeah, fine. Thank you.
You had shared me your resume that you are interested for the role of project manager.
Right, right.
So Peter, actually, may I know, do you have work experience on work front?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, you have exposure on work front.
Mm-hmm.
So do you have experience on work front?
Right.
Okay, how many years of experience you have on that?
2 years.
That's great. And what about communication management?
Yeah, 5 years.
5 years. Okay, that sounds great. Yeah, so I am saying, may I know what's the hourly rate you are looking for this role?
70.
Pardon?
70 per hour.
Okay. No, this is a 100% remote position, so we don't have that much of the rate.
So, what's the rate you have?
Pardon?
So, what's the rate you are offering?
The best rate we have for this role is the $41 on W2.
41?
Yeah, 40.
Okay, W2 41. It's okay, okay. So, may I know who is the client?
Pardon? It's a Charles Schwab.
Okay. Direct client or?
So, it's direct client, Charles Schwab.
Okay. Okay, let's go on.
So, are you comfortable?
Yeah, sure.
Are you comfortable on 40?
Yes,
Okay,
as it
that's
is fully
great.
remote.
Yeah,
then
so
no.
may I know what the best time?
Mhm.
Hello.
Yes, I'm
May I
hearing.
know what will be the best time to reach you for interview?
Yeah, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And may I know what's the work authorization?
Green card. Anything else you
Green
need?
card, that's great. Yeah. So, pardon?
Anything else you need?
Hello. Yeah, I am sending you the right to represent email.
Mhm.
Kindly acknowledge that. And also, I need your updated resume because I don't have a resume updated one.
Okay.
Because in your resume, work front is not mentioned.
Okay.
Yeah, work front is not mentioned. That's why I asked you.
Okay, no issue, you can do it. And may I know where you are calling from? Are you from USA or you are sitting from India or
Pardon?
any other country? Where you are from?
Yeah, no, I am an offshore recruiter of this company. So right now I'm in India.
Oh, which part of India you are from?
I am the northern part of India from Delhi.
Delhi. Oh, that's good. Okay. So how long have you been doing this?
Yeah, I'm doing this since last 5.
Last 5. Okay, that's good. If you don't mind, can I ask you a personal question? Actually, I just want to know from you that how much they pay you.
I'm not getting a voice.
How much they pay
What
you?
you said? They pay me depend upon the experience. So right now, being a 5 year of recruiter, I am getting something around 70K.
70K. Okay.
That's good, man. Can you get me a job as a recruiter?
Pardon?
Can you get me a job as a recruiter? That's a good pay, isn't it?
Job as a recruiter for you?
Yes. Because you are getting good. You are sitting in India and you are getting 70K.
Yes, sir.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, please send the RTR, then we can go ahead. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sending you the RTR, and in your resume, your education detail is also not there. So kindly
Okay.
put it that.
Yeah, sure. I will share. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay. Today's harassment is over. So we have come to an end of this week episode and today's episode as well. Again, no offense, and we should apologize to all those recruiters, hardworking recruiters, and who are freshers, who are experienced, who don't know that like they are being recorded. So we should start saying that to them. And I don't want like to create panic and also threaten anyone here, right? That is not our intention. That is how this entire industry is operating it, and we are just investigating and exposing these things to our audience through our daily show. Please subscribe to our channel, watch our videos, and sign up as a member and support us. All right. Thank you all. Bye for now. Happy weekend.
Bye for now.
We'll see you in the talk show and stuff.
Sure.